Welcome to Milwaukee. Where the Bucks are looking to take one in an interconference game. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. You look at Portland. Now, here's Lillard. Down low. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. I think a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated Cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Connects from three-point range.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
And it's Giannis missing. Now Lillard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Certainly known for what he does on the court, Clark Damian. Lillard has had success off the floor as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised, Kevin, knowing how much you're into rap music, that you haven't talked about his thriving rap career. Dame Dollar. He's got a few songs that would imagine are on your playlist, aren't they?
Now here's Giannis. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing...
That was something to see.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, Avdia. Clock at 6. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Bucks trailed by 4. Giannis inside. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. Over Porter. And it's Lillard missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good league.
Whoa, what a finish!
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Avdia. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Gets it off. That shot off the mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Henderson looking it over. Into the lane. And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Here's Rollins. It's Portis atop the key. Over Roy. Portland grabs the miss. They host the Spurs after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And stolen by Sharp. Outside Roy. To the paint. Bull, that's good. Bull's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Yes, sirree. Feed Bull inside, and he'll reward you.
To the inside. Stolen by Henderson. Here's Grant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Grant's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Portis the screen. Over in the corner, Green. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And Portland has possession. Pass to Sharp. Now Bull. Defended by Duren. Clock is at 3. And it's Sharp missing. The Bucks trail. It's Portis high post. Here's Richard. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Roy, here we go. Pass to Sharp. Screen by Bull. Driving in. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Over to the left wing. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And each year we see Jeremy Grant, he gets better. And defenders have their hands full with this guy.
And Grant drops them both. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Out to Porzingis. From deep, Prince. A three-pointer is right on target. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Roy from outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop it? I don't have the answer.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An absolute insane display of dribbling from Antetokounmpo. I mean, you can't take this guy lightly when he's got the ball. Mad handles for a guy of any size, but 7 feet tall. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys?
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Prince outside. From deep, Trent. Good on the triple. Trent got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And a deep three from Lillard. Can't connect from long distance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Lillard outside. And it falls over the rim and in. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And to Antetokounmpo, shots good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Giannis with another miss. Goes up. And slam dunk by Kamara.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They get it again. Giannis on the follow. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Lillard outside. To the middle. And stolen by Prince. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Giannis flies the other way.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Lillard surveying the D. There's a screen by Kamara. Can't get the 3 to fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He totaled 14 points. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Portland trailing here. Outside Roy. Duren pulls it in. And the Bucks with possession. Duren a screen. Good D by Roy. Sharp with it. For 3. No good that time. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Duren, no good. Grant outside. Here's the 3. Portland, no good that time either. And it's Milwaukee's ball. The lead is 2. Stolen by Grant. And now Portland on the break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Charlotte. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Rollins. There's the lob to Duren. Inside, poked away. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Duren, no good.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
And Sharp drops them both. And the Bucks with possession. Here's Rollins to the inside. And Duren slams it in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
The 20-foot jumper, good.
Nice play by Roy. Coming into this league as an excellent ball handler who can create for himself and others. Boy, this kid's got a lot in his pack.
Now Duren. Shoots it. Count it. Nice touch.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Leaves it in off the window.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And he drives in.
And he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
And stolen by Bull. Grant on the wing. Rips it down with 2 hands.
And this team counts on Grant in those big moments. And you can see why given the results.
Green outside. Green from outside.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And here's Henderson. Oh, no good on the dunk.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Here's Duren.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Roy. Takes the 3. Does not go. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 1-point game. Right side Green. And stolen by Sharp. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Keeps it alive. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
Yes, Roy. That's my boy. Already a leader on this team. They looking to the rook in these big spots.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Now, Antetokounmpo. with a big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.